Adriel here from GoodAudioTracks.com. Today I'm going to review two inexpensive audio adapters from Saramonic, the SR AX101 and the SR AX107. You might think these are audio mixers, but they're not. They're audio adapters, and they let you connect professional XLR microphones to 3.5mm inputs on cameras. Now there are a couple of good reasons why you'd want to do that. First, there are hundreds of high-quality microphones with professional XLR connectors, and XLR mic cables can be run a long ways with low noise. But most people just don't want to mess with a dual system, having to sync audio with every clip in post-production. And not only do these adapters let you record with two microphones at the same time, you have independent volume control for each mic. Plus, the AX107 gives you headphone output with volume control, phantom power for condenser mics, meters to set audio level, and a special output that handles the audio gain control built into some DSLRs. Any one of these features can improve the audio in your videos, but added all together, they make a serious increase in production value. Let's see how they work. Both adapters have standard 1/4-inch screw mounts on the bottom to fit your tripod head or quick release mount. The AX107 also has a 3/8 mount. Both have a thumb wheel and 1/4-inch screws so you can mount your camera on top of the adapter. The AX101 is a passive adapter, no battery required. Just plug in your microphone cable to the connector on the back. On the left side, you'll find switches for setting each input to either mic or line level. This is very useful if you're feeding from a sound system mixer to your camera. If you're only using one mic, you can switch the AX101 to mono and send signal to both channels in your camera. If you're getting hum in your audio, you can switch the ground and maybe eliminate it completely. Another nice feature is the 3.5mm aux input that goes to the right channel. This makes it easy to connect wireless receivers that only have 3.5mm output. Both adapters come with a patch cable to get signal from the adapter to your camera's microphone input. Use the volume controls on the front to adjust levels for each channel. And the volume controls have a nice solid feel with little detents to help the knob stay right where you put it. Use the audio meters built into your camera to set levels. Plug your headphones into your camera to monitor the audio recording. No battery means no added noise, and you'll never lose a take from a dead battery. But the AX101 cannot provide phantom power for condenser mics. So, you'll need to use dynamic mics like the Shure 58A or self-powered condenser mics. If you need phantom powering, then you're going to need to go with the AX107. Besides phantom power, the AX107 has built-in meters and headphone output. That may make it a better choice for cameras with no audio monitoring. The AX107 runs on a standard 9-volt battery. The battery tray is keyed so you always get the polarity right. Now if you run the AX107 with two condenser mics powered at 48 volts, and you have the AGC on and all the other features, you're going to burn through batteries pretty quick. But you still should get several hours from a good 9-volt battery. You'll get longer battery life if you don't need the AGC circuit, and most condenser mics will work on 12 volts. That increases battery life. Now the AX107 is battery only. There's no AC adapter option. There are XLR connectors for two mics, but no aux input on the 107. The front panel has a power switch and switches to turn the peak indicators off to save battery. And again, you have a switch to feed one mic to both channels for mono. As I mentioned, the AX107 has headphone output with its own volume control. Each channel has a high and low gain switch. Low is unity, and high gives you a 20 dB gain in the signal. Combined with the mic line switch, this lets you handle most any signal level. Now the same switch lets you choose phantom power for each channel independently. That's a nice feature. And here's the switch to choose 12 or 48 volt phantom power. The output on the front panel goes to the input on your camera. The patch cable comes in the box with the adapter. It also has a monitor switch, and that's a nice professional feature. You can plug the headphone output of your camera into the monitor input on the 107. Then use the monitor switch to listen to the output from the camera while recording to make sure you're getting the signal quality you want. Another pro feature is the AGC defeat switch. Now, some DSLR cameras have an automatic gain control, AGC, on the audio. And this is a bad thing and produces really bad audio, because when nobody's talking, it turns the input gain up all the way. You get a lot of noise. Then the minute somebody starts talking, it tries to compensate and drops the level really quickly. There's no way to fix any of this in post. And the AX107 will take care of all of this problem for you. When you turn on the AGC defeat, the AX107 sends a stable signal at 20 kHz into the right channel. This fools the camera's AGC. It makes it leave the volume at the lowest setting all the time. Now, if you don't need this, keep it turned off. If you don't record audio on the right channel, you can just delete it in post. Or you can record program audio on the right channel and filter it out in post. It's so much higher than the frequency range of human speech, it's easy to take out, but you'll need a good audio filter in your editing kit. So that covers the ins and outs and settings for these audio adapters. Let's see how well they really work. I'm recording with two mics. I have the Shure Beta 58A, it's a dynamic mic, and the Sennheiser wireless lavalier, it's an EW100 G2. The Beta 58A is connected to an XLR input on the AX101. The Sennheiser wireless is connected to the aux input on the 101, and I'm recording on a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. To get a decent audio level for the dynamic mic, I had to set the input level on the camera and the 101 to maximum. But I adjusted the output of the Sennheiser wireless to a higher level. That lets me lower the camera input level and make that channel cleaner. Let's check the noise. For this test, I'm using the Sennheiser wireless, but I'm matching it with a RØDE NT3 condenser mic. This time, both are connected to XLR inputs on the Saramonic AX107, and we're sending 12-volt phantom power just to the NT3. I'm recording on the same Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, no problems getting the levels to match. The preamps in the 107, combined with the sensitivity of the NT3, makes a much hotter track. Let's check the noise level. This time I'm using a RØDE NT3 condenser mic and the Shure Beta 58A dynamic mic. Both are hypercardioid polar patterns, so they're great for reducing off-axis noise. Both are connected to XLR inputs on the Saramonic AX107, and we're sending 12-volt phantom power to the NT3. I'm recording on the same Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, had no problems getting the levels to match. You'll definitely need the high gain setting for the dynamic Beta 58A. The RØDE NT3 has enough output that you can use the low gain setting. Now let's check the noise level. So in post-production, all I did was normalize all of these audio tracks to -3 dB, and then mix them with everything else at the same level. No filtering, no noise cleanup, no EQ. The AX101 works great if you have a self-powered mic like the Sennheiser wireless. But if you want to use a dynamic mic like the Shure, you'll be better off with the extra power of the AX107. And if you need to defeat the AGC on your camera, the AX107 is the only option. The only issue I found with either unit is the quality of the microphone connectors. They don't have the same feel as high-end audio products. Of course, they don't have the same price tag as high-end audio products either. Now, I had no problem with either of these units. They both work perfectly right out of the box. In fact, this whole video was shot using the AX107, except for the part where I tested the 101. For the price, these audio adapters from Saramonic have professional features and they do a great job of connecting XLR mics to DSLR cameras. You ought to give them a try and see how they work with your gear. Leave your comments and questions below and click to like, follow, and share. I'm Adriel, and here's to all your projects having good audio tracks.